What's up, Facebook family? Been a while since I've been here. This is Sydney Clevenger with That Online Ordering Company. I really wanted to get on here live and share with you guys a little bit about what Grubhub is. It's obviously a very used name and a very popular name within online ordering. It has been now for about 10 years, and I really just want to explain what it is, and then I want to explain what private label online ordering is and the difference with that. And when you do that, and all that stuff. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to let Facebook build up its audience. I see I got Kylan on here. Kylan's awesome, one of the best car salesmen out there in Houston. And I also want to do something while we're building up this audience. It's my boy Vincent Morris's birthday today, man. He's turning 29. It's his last year that he's in his 20s. I actually just turned 30, so I feel for him. That last year, Vincent, it's tough, man. But I also want to give a shout out to Vincent, not only as a person. He's become one of my really, really good friends down here in Dallas. He's an absolutely amazing person. But he works in credit repair at 700 Credit Repair, and he is absolutely phenomenal. They're the best in Dallas, Dallas-Fort Worth, and to be honest with you, they're if not the best, one of the best in the country. So. What I really want to give a shout out to him, wishing him a happy birthday. If you guys know Vincent Morris, if you guys are a part of BFA, or if you guys know Vincent through the Sales Talk with Sales Pros group, I want you guys to reach out to Vincent, and I want you to wish him a happy 29th birthday. And if you guys out there, any of you need help with your credit, 700 Credit Repair is by far the best out there. You guys need to reach out to Vincent. You need to reach out to Billy Alt. Both of them are absolutely phenomenal, and they will take care of you 100%. I would not recommend anybody else. So now that we got some people on here that's joined, what's up, Troy? What's up, Chad? What's up, Kylan, Edlin? Cole, my boy Cole, going out to California today. Hope you're enjoying your trip, man. But what I want to talk about is I really want to talk about what is Grubhub, and then what is private label. I want to talk about the differences, and I want to talk about why private label has taken over that market. So let's first go ahead and start with Grubhub. Grubhub started a little bit over 10 years ago, and it's something that's synonymous really when it comes to online ordering. It was one of the first ones that came up with online ordering, right? And you get put on Grubhub, and people order from Grubhub and this and that. But what Grubhub is, and what we consider Grubhub to be, is what we call an aggregate. It's basically kind of like a digital Yellow Pages. When you sign up to go up with Grubhub, they're going to build you a menu, right? And then when they build your menu, that menu is going to not be branded by you guys. It's going to be branded for Grubhub. It's going to be branded for someone who, it's going to be branded to promote their brand. So you're going to go to Grubhub.com. You're going to look at a list of restaurants. And then when you look at that list of restaurants, they're going to pick one of however many. So if you go to Grubhub.com right now, the first thing it's going to ask you is for a zip code. You're going to put in your zip code, and then you can pick and choose what type of restaurants you want. Do you want Mexican? Do you want pizza? Do you want tacos? Do you want Indian? Do you want Indian? Do you want what is it that you want? And then it's going to come up with a list, right? So like if you're in that zip code and you're a pizza restaurant that's using Grubhub, you're going to be one of 25, 30. If I was to pull up Grubhub in Dallas, you're going to be one of hundreds that you could choose from. So what makes you different than if you're at the top of the list or if you're at the bottom of the list? Well, what Grubhub does, just like Yellow Pages will do, or Yellow Book, or one of those people is to get put on top of that list, you're going to pay a premium. You're going to pay extra to be put on top of that list. It's usually a monthly fee or a higher percentage in the online orders that you get. So when someone places an order, it goes directly to Grubhub. So Grubhub charges usually anywhere between 25 and 35% per online order. So as a restaurant, you got to look at the profit margin on that. On average, a good restaurant is going to turn over 33% of what they have ordered. They're going to turn over. That's going to be their profit. So if they're getting an order through Grubhub, then they're pretty much eating away most of their profit, right? Now, another thing Grubhub is going to do is when they pay the restaurants, they do not pay the restaurants directly. This is pretty much with any aggregate that's out there. So you got Grubhub, you got Postmates, you got Uber Eats, you got Amazon, you got Eat Street, you got NetWaiter, you got aggregates. And what they're going to do is when someone places an order, they're going to keep a tally of all that, right? And then when they keep a tally of all that, they're going to basically send you a check every 2 weeks or every month. So you might have $1,000 or $2,000 in online orders that are out there, but you have not received then received your money. You're not going to receive your money for 2 weeks. So you're going to have done the work, have put out the food, have paid for the labor, have paid for the lights, have paid for the rent, all that stuff, and all your overhead, but you're not going to get any of that money for like 2 weeks. And that's crazy. And for any business, especially restaurants are a huge cash flow cow. They take a bunch of money in a day. Usually a restaurant will try to get $1,500 to $5,000 a day. And then they're going to get that $5,000, right? But then they're going to have to go spend that money on food, go spend that money on labor, go spend that money on alcohol, whatever it might be, and they're going to have to do that next day. Restaurants buy food every day. They got to have fresh food every day, right? So they have to have that cash in hand to be able to purchase that stuff. Well, with Grubhub, you're not really getting that cash flow. You're having to not only not get your money, but you're having to, thanks, man. Kylan just sent out a happy birthday to Vinny. So, man, Vinny, I hope you see that. But the thing is you're not going to get that money for like 2 weeks, right? So what's going to happen is that can be a real strain on a restaurant. And especially when it comes to online ordering restaurants wanting to use a third-party vendor like us, that online ordering company, these typically tend to be smaller restaurants. These aren't huge regional restaurant chains. These are not huge Cheddars or Papa John's or Domino's that are going to want to use Grubhub. These are typically smaller restaurants. So that means they're working on smaller capital, smaller margin, smaller money, and they need that cash flow to help them keep in business, right? So that's really what Grubhub is, guys. Grubhub is really not, it's really not an online ordering company, more so as it's a promotional company for restaurants. Yes, people go order online from Grubhub, but then Grubhub gets the order through an email and through a phone call, and then Grubhub is then going to contact the restaurant, right? So the person that's placing the order is not placing the order directly with the restaurant. They're placing the order with a third-party vendor, which is then Grubhub. And then Grubhub is then letting the restaurant know that they got an online order and they're going to be there in like 20 minutes. There's some downsides to that. Now I'm going to mention some of those downsides. A big downside to that is what happens, if a restaurant was to run out of something. Well, Grubhub isn't going to know to 86 any items. What I mean by 86ing is they're not going to know to shut off that item or not sell that item because they ran out of it. So I've actually been in restaurants where they were using Grubhub or they were using Postmates, and they would call the restaurant and be like, hey, we just got an order for this, 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 and this. Well, what happens is say they ran out of 2 of those items and they only ran 3. Well, the customer's already paid for that, and they're expecting that. And then what are you supposed to do? Well, you don't have the customer on the phone. You have Grubhub or you have Postmates or whatever on the phone telling them that you got an order, and they're placing the order for you. Another negative about that is they're also going to be charging your customers a premium. So if they're delivering to your customers, then they're going to be charging your customers on top of the food that they've already ordered. And in a lot of cases, they're going to be charging your customers more money to place online orders through you. So if you have a $10 pizza, they might hike that up to $11. And then they might toss in a $6 delivery fee. So what your customer would normally order, they're going to be ordering, and it's going to, what would normally cost them $10, now when they order it through Grubhub, it's going to cost them $17 in tax, plus they're also going to be expecting a tip. So how Grubhub gets paid is they get paid from the customer end on that side, but then they also get the 30% from the actual restaurant. And that's how they make their money. And then when they send the restaurant the check in 2 weeks, they take away their fees. So the restaurant really doesn't know that, how many online orders. They just know they got online orders through Grubhub. They don't know if they got 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, whatever it is. They don't have any of that data. They just know they get online orders through Grubhub. Another thing that Grubhub doesn't do is they don't give you any type of database, right? We all know in any business, if somebody was going to do something for you, and especially in a restaurant business, restaurants feed off repeat business. It's huge for them. Getting someone in the door costs a restaurant a lot of money. But it's not just costing a restaurant a lot of money to get someone in the door, right? It's not costing them so much money, but getting a repeat business should be really easy. If they like your food, they're going to come back. But what if you're able to get their name, their phone number, and their email, and then you could then go and you could retarget them as a restaurant, and then you could reach back out to them with a free app or a free dessert or a free, drink or whatever it might be next time they come visit you, or you were to shoot them out a promotional code to order online from you again. Grubhub isn't going to do anything like that. So that's a really big thing because, you might have 200, 250 people that are ordering from you that month, but you're not getting any of their information. So that's a huge thing. Grubhub actually gets that information. Now, I don't want to tell you what happens with that information. I really don't know what happens with that information, but I'm going to tell you it's something that you're just not going to get. So now that I've talked a little bit about Grubhub, I kind of want to take that and reverse that and talk a little bit about what private label is. So what we are is, our company is called That Online Ordering Company. And we're a private label online ordering company for restaurants and a private label online ordering company for caterers. So if you were to take private label and you understand what private label means, our whole goal is to build you a branded, 100% branded site or online ordering site that you attach to your website that is branded and looks just like your website, so customers can order directly from you. Not order to That Online Ordering Company. They're going to order directly from you. Okay, just as if you were a Papa John's or as if you were a Domino's. They're going to order directly from you. You guys are going to get notified. Now, when you guys get notified, they're going to know that you all are getting notified and not a third party. So they're going to know that when you guys confirm an order, that you guys know you got the order, that you guys got paid, and they know they can show up in 20, 25 minutes whenever you guys had your takeout, or 45 minutes if you guys have your delivery. They know you guys are not going to show up. It's not going to be a Grubhub driver. It's not going to be a Postmate driver. They're probably college kids, right? It is going to be you personally, your company. So we are going to build you out a system that that's similar to Papa John's, that's similar to Domino's, that's similar to those other websites that have online ordering. We're taking that technology and we're building something that for you that is your online ordering service, right? So now going back to what I talked about with Grubhub, is Grubhub's going to hold your money and they're going to send you a check. We reverse that. See, I come from the restaurant industry. I understand how important it is for a restaurant to get their money immediately. I understand how cash is a huge deal with a restaurant. So I want to pay the restaurant immediately, right? So what I'm going to do is instead of charging the 25 to 35%, I'm going to charge 3%. Right? But I'm not going to take 3% away from the restaurant. I'm going to get the restaurant to get their money all up front. Right? So what I do is I set up, a gateway, or, some of you guys might know as an authorized.net account. We set that up so when someone pays for your food, they pay you guys directly just as if they were to pay with a credit card. So what happens is you guys are getting prepaid for your food. So when you guys get prepaid for your food, someone goes onto your website, they place an order, they pay for their food, you guys get your money ahead of time. So when you guys get your money ahead of time, that money gets sent directly to your bank account. That money gets sent directly to your bank account next business day, just like you were to do if you had a credit card. So you don't have to worry about, like, if somebody orders $10 pizza or a $10 burger or whatever it might be, that $10 goes directly to your restaurant, and you guys get that money up front. Now, the way we get paid is we invoice on the back end. So right now, it's June, so we have our restaurants that are accepting online orders, right? But they're accepting online orders, and for all of June's restaurants, they're not going to get billed until the second week of July. So they're going to get all their money up front. And then if they get $2,000 in online orders, then that's when we would then bill them the 3%, right? So that's how we work. That's how we do it. Another great thing is when you have a private label online ordering system, you have access to the menu, you have access to the customers, you have access to all that stuff. So when we set you up an online ordering menu, since it's yours, you have a full back end. That back end is going to show you what orders have came through. It's going to show you what customers you have. And the most important thing that I tell restaurants is that we have that is above and beyond anybody else is that our system is going to create a customer database. Every single time that somebody orders from your website, then somebody is going to have a funnel to be able to order, right? So they're going to have to put in their name. They're going to have to put in their email. They're going to have to put in their phone number. And there's going to be specific reasons they put in that information, because that's the way that they're going to know they get the receipt. They're going to know if you guys have any questions, how you can contact them. And they're also going to know that they need to put their name in there, because we're going to tell them that if you put your information in here, they're going to opt in for any types of coupons or anything that you guys offer, which is something that I'll talk about in a minute. But every time they do that, their name and their phone number and all that goes into their database. So when it goes into their database at the end of every month, what we do is we download that database from our back-end system, we send it with your bill, and then that database is going to have everything that you all need, and it's going to be strictly in an Excel format. So all you guys got to do is take that Excel spreadsheet and put it into whatever email marketing provider you all are using. So it's going to be MailChimp, Constant Contact, ActiveHost, whatever it might be. You guys are going to use that. And then you guys can upload that, and that could be your online ordering list. And when you guys have your online ordering list, you can then every month or every week or whatever it might be, send out promotions for people that you know have already been to your restaurant, have already had your food. And then what they do is if they liked your food so much, well, then you're going to entice them. Well, guess what? Send them out a coupon for an appetizer. Then when you send them out a coupon for an appetizer next time they order online or come to your restaurant, you better bet that they're going to come back to your restaurant and they're going to want to order. And that's where it's going to help you with the repeat business, right? So that's what's huge when it comes to that. So I really wanted to let you guys know what is the differences when it comes to Grubhub and the aggregates versus the differences when it comes to private label. Private label has taken over this market, and it's been known that it's going to take over this market for the last couple of years, and it's really starting to show its strides. People are wanting to build out their own online ordering platforms right now. They're not wanting to build out, and be an aggregator. Now, with that said, there is a place for Grubhub, and there is a place for these delivery services. Because, if you don't offer delivery, it is a great delivery service. I mean, they're going to deliver your food for you. Your restaurant does not have to take any of the liability of having to, have delivery drivers, have insurance, all that jazz, right? So I understand that some people want to use Grubhub, but why pay Grubhub 30% for orders that are takeout when you're not really using what their primary service is? They're just getting orders, and then they're calling you just as if a customer would and placing an order. Why not get an online ordering with like that online ordering company? Why not get a company like that online ordering company? And then when you get that online ordering company, you're going to only be paying us 3%. And then when you pay us 3%, we're going to be able to handle all those orders the same as a Grubhub. But here's the best part. We're going to be able to send you orders we can send them directly to your kitchen printers. We can call the restaurant with an automated phone call. We can build apps and have it sent to apps on your phone and on a tablet. We can set it up to where it prints on a computer printer. We can set it up to where you get text messages. We can set it up to where you get emails, faxes, any way that you can receive an order. I can blast you in a million different ways to get orders. But the biggest one, the one that we push a lot, is that we push a lot for you guys to receive orders to your kitchen. And then what happens is that when an order is placed, it automatically just prints a ticket out in your kitchen. Grubhub doesn't do that. The aggregators don't do that, but we do that. And the reason we do that is because we're programmers. Right? We're developers. We're building systems, specific customized systems for, that restaurant. Now, here's another great thing when it comes, and especially with us. From what I know, and if there's anybody else that doesn't know that, I'm going to show you guys something. With our system, we can actually build you guys an app. We can give you guys an app, your own ordering app, right? So people can download your ordering app on their phone from the App Store, from the Droid Store, and it's going to have your logo on it. And then it'll be on their phone. And then somebody can go, and then they can order directly from your app. How awesome is that? I'm going to show you guys our demo one, right? So we got an app here, right? And this is of my demo one. So I'm going to show you guys my phone as I do this. But right here, I have my demo app, right? And I'm going backwards. So I have my demo app, right? You guys can't really see it, but it's an app right here. It's called Classic Pizza. I'm going to click on that. Now when I click on that, it's going to load. And when it loads, it's going to load the website. You guys can't see that at all, but it's going to load the website and the app, and then it's going to have their menu and everything ready to order. Think about your best customers having your app on their phone. How awesome is that? You're always going to be in front of them. And if they're going there once or twice a week, well, if their app's always in front of them, then it's going to entice them to want to order there more. Am I wrong? But we're able to build you guys an app as well, and an app that you guys can have for your customers. Did you guys know that over 85% of online orders are placed on a phone? Yes, there's reasons for that. Technology is going to where everybody is using their phones. People are not sitting behind desktops unless you're me doing a live video right now. People are on their phones, right? They're sitting there and they're on their phone and they want to place an order because they're in the car and they're on their way to the restaurant to pick it up, so they're going to place an order. They're not going to pull the computer out while they're in the car or while they're outside. They're going to pull out their phone. That is huge. They're going to be able to order directly from their phone, from your website, and it's going to be responsive, and it's going to be something that is going to be really good for them to be able to, that's going to be really good for them to be able to, go directly to your restaurant. They're going to go directly to your app. How awesome is that, right? That is really, really cool, and we're really excited about that. So, guys, thank you so much for listening in. I'm so excited that I was able to kind of give you a little bit of background on what Grubhub is versus what private label is and the differences. Now, what I want you guys to do is for the ones that are still on here, I want you to text ordering to 44222. Again, I want you to text ordering on your cell phone to 44222. It's going to text you back the best mobile app for online ordering on the planet. It has everything and anything you guys could ever want. We put out there. We put out our blogs. We put out our marketing materials. We put out, obviously, if you need to get in touch with us, we put out live videos. We put out marketing, tips and techniques for restaurants to not only help them with their online ordering, but also to help them with, with restaurant stuff in general. And all that stuff is absolutely free. We're constantly putting out content for you guys so you guys can be excited, so you guys can read and learn more about what's happening in the restaurant industry. So again, text ordering to 44222. Get that online ordering app. That's what we want. Take a look at that. And let us know. But guys, again, thank you so much for opting in. Thank you so much for staying on this video. We're really excited to be here. We're really excited to be in Dallas. Really excited to be really stretching this across all of the United States right now. We're signing up people in different states every single day, and we're super excited about it. So guys, thanks so much. Enjoy your Friday. And again, a huge shout out to Vincent Morris and 700 Credit Repair. Vincent Morris' birthday today, 29th birthday. I want to make sure that you guys wish Vincent Morris a happy birthday, and remember that Vincent is the guy that you need to talk to when it comes to credit repair. He is absolutely phenomenal, works with the best credit repair service in DFW and one of the best in the country at 700 Credit Repair and Billy Alt. So if you guys need help with your credit repair, you need to contact Billy Alt or contact Vincent, and they'll take care of you. Again, this is Sydney with That Online Ordering Company. Thank you so much for watching my live video. I'm going to be putting this on our website. I'm going to be putting this on our blog. I'm going to be putting this everywhere for you guys to watch in, and of course on Facebook. If you guys have any questions or you guys want to opt in to get online ordering, DM me, reach out to me, do whatever you want to do, and we'll get you hooked up with online ordering and get your restaurant on the track to taking online orders in a matter of a week. So looking forward to talking with you guys. Thanks so much. We'll talk soon. Have an awesome Friday and an awesome weekend.